Well, just when I thought that Arise of Awakener would be like an MMO because it has a lot of stuff in it that's like an MMO, I've read up a few articles and yeah, I got bamboozled. Welcome everyone, welcome back to my channel. Hope this video finds you well, and I do want to talk about Arise of Awakener more like what they decide to do with the game entirely. After watching the trailer, after seeing everything that the trailer has, it literally has elements for it to be exactly like an MMO and for it to be Dragon's Dogma inspired. Of course, when they say that they have like classes to choose from, whether like a fighter, an archer, or a mage, that's basically typical to basically choose at first, even if you play Dragon's Dogma Online or and Dragon's Dogma Dark Arisen. But this is not the case anymore for this, because this article I would put in the description below, that the summary of it is that Arise of the Awakener is a single player open world action role-playing game that is set in the world of medieval Europe. And I don't think I've ever seen like a dragon in medieval Europe. But anyways, where you take on a role of an adventurer and embark on a path of revenge and redemption for yourself. That's basically the whole summary of it. But it just doesn't make sense for it to be a single player if it showed a crap ton of elements within the trailer that they showed at Tokyo Game Show. Even though it's like an early development footage, even in that early development footage, it had a lot of elements to be an MMO. More so like Dragon's Dogma Online, where like this other article is basically stated that there are towns to explore. And you know what also has towns to explore for it to be a Dragon's Dogma inspired game, or giving a lot of Dragon's Dogma vibes? The MMO counterpart. I know that I keep saying that for the MMO and stuff, it's just I really want this to be like an MMO if this is inspired by Dragon's Dogma, because this literally can be like an MMO. Because if this is a single player game, then why, if you were to look back at the trailer, you will see that you can actually fight along those other classes. I highly doubt that it's going to be AI. I strongly do think and believe that some multiplayer features is going to be involved in this, but who knows? I could be entirely wrong, but I could be hopeful. I'm just saying, I could predict or speculate, and I could be completely wrong. But it did say like chests to loot, resources to collect and mine, and much more, as well as riding dragons, flying over landscapes, and as well as engaging combat mounted on a horse, or take it to the sky with a freaking skybow and fight other boats flying in the sky. You cannot tell me that this does not have a gigantic MMO sign right on top of, like, stamped right on top of it, and for them to literally just come up and say, yeah, this is definitely a single player game. What? Like, in the words of John Tron himself,
What the fuck?
yeah, it doesn't make any sense for it to be a single player game with so much stuff being shown as if it's an MMO. Yeah, it does look cool with the warrior, archer, mage engaging in real-time combat and ride dragons. You do see that there is some other classes that you can choose from that look like dual blades or a whole javelin. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that those 3 classes that we can choose from are not going to be the only one. Of course, there might be subclasses, or if they are going to have hybrid classes, then yeah, that will also be a thing as well, especially with Dragon's Dogma. It's just, I feel like they're just limiting the game to being a single player game. I feel like it has a lot more potential if it does become an MMO. I mean, this game is still in early development, so a lot of change can happen. We can wait until the developers decides to be like, you know what, let's give them more information. Let's tell them what's really going on. Let's tell them what other features they're going to be in. And then we'll just wait to see and speculate from what they actually tell us and show us, rather than an early development footage that may not be the final product, you know what I mean? And so it just raises a lot of questions. It raises a lot of concerns for me, because I do want to be excited for this game, because I feel like it would be way better if it does have like some type of co-op or MMO format as well. But for it to be a single player, it could be very limited, because it can be boring if this so-called open world is not engaging enough. Even though Dragon's Dogma is one of my favorite action RPGs out there right now, with the best combat system that I've ever played, the world is still kind of boring a little bit, because there is some empty spots in the game that there's nothing there. No enemies, no gigantic monsters, nothing. It's like literally just an empty spot that you will think there's probably something big within that area, but turns out there's absolutely nothing. So that's what's kind of what I'm afraid of. And also, if there's going to be like a whole fast traveling system. I mean, yeah, if you can be on a horse, then you can ride a horse wherever you want, and it's not as tedious as Dragon's Dogma, where you have to like literally run everywhere. But with online, you can actually fast travel to anywhere that has a place that you can fast travel to. That's what I'm saying. Like, this raises a lot of questions and concerns for me. I mean, yeah, it is going to be out for PS4, PS5, PC. I don't see anything when it comes with coming out on Xbox, but who knows? They could definitely change it. But this is all that I want to talk about for this matter, because I don't know. I feel like they're literally messing up this game just by making it a single player game, because first, if you were to look at it carefully, the dragons, they don't look intimidating. They look derpy. They look like pushovers. And I don't see any other type of monsters in the trailer. Just other smaller enemies, and the only big type of monsters that I do see is dragons, and it looks like it's the same type of dragon. So I don't know. What do you guys think? Please let me know in the comments down below, because I am a bit concerned for this game, because I want to be excited for this game, but at the same time I don't want to overhype it and make it seem like this game is going to be amazing, because from what I've read, what I've seen, there is some room for some type of improvement, and making it to single player is not an improvement in my opinion. But who knows, it might be an improvement for many of you. Some of you guys might actually agree with what I'm saying, but please go ahead and let me know in the comments down below. If you enjoyed this video, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up. If you enjoy my content and you're new, please be sure to hit that subscribe button with notifications on. We are close to 1,000 subscribers, and we are continuing to grow, and I'm actually happy about that. I'd like to thank each and every one of you for sticking around to watch all my videos. And with that being said, I'm off, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace, and I'm out.